Welcome back to this place, and if you are new, then welcome to this place for the very first time. I'm Carmen, and tonight, or today, or whatever, we are going to be watching Season 7, Episode 3 of Game of Thrones, and it is called The Queen's Justice. So, this could either have to do with Cersei or Dany. I'm not sure which. Maybe both. We'll find out. For a quick recap of last week, Dany has summoned Jon to Dragonstone, and so they're gonna have a powwow, hopefully team up and be this badass duo, take out all the White Walkers, win the war, everything. Arya found out that Jon had taken back Winterfell, and so she is on her way north to hopefully return to Winterfell and have reunions galore. Jorah is being carried up the grayscale, I think, by Sam. Theon became Reek again, and so he peaced out, and now Euron has Yara. Euron also took out the Sand Snakes. Thanks, bro. And Sunday and Grey Worm got together, and it's really cute. And probably other stuff, but let's just watch the episode.
The bastard of Winterfell. The dwarf of Casterly Rock.
They love each other, stop playing.
I believe we lost sight of each other at the top of the wall.
You were pissing off the edge, if I remember right.
General rule of thumb. Stark men don't fare well when they travel south.
True. But I'm not a Stark.
More true than you know. Oh.
I'd say you get used to them. But you never really do.
I have to die in this strange country. Just like you.
I feel like Arya might kill her or Davos. Who's gonna kill Varys? What did she say? Okay, here it comes. Here it comes. Guys, we've been waiting 7 seasons for this moment.
You stand in the presence of Daenerys Stormborn of House Targaryen, rightful heir to the Iron Throne, rightful Queen of the Andals and the First Men, protector of the Seven Kingdoms, the Mother of Dragons, the Khaleesi of the Great Grass Sea, the Unburnt, the Breaker of Chains.
Get hype. John's like...
This is Jon Snow. He's king of the North.
Not quite as impressive.
In exchange for his life, and the lives of the Northmen, Torrhen Stark swore fealty to House Targaryen in perpetuity. So I assume, my lord, you're here to bend the knee.
I am not.
No.
She's gonna like that eventually.
Well, that is unfortunate.
Break faith. Your father burned my grandfather alive. He burned my uncle alive. He would have burned the Seven
My
Kingdoms.
father was an evil man. On behalf of the House Targaryen, I ask your forgiveness for the crimes he committed against your family. And I ask you not to judge a daughter by the sins of her father. I am the last Targaryen, Jon Snow. Honor the pledge your ancestor made to mine. Bend the knee, and I will name you Warden of the North. Together, we will save this country from those who would destroy it.
You're right. You're not guilty of your father's crimes. And I'm not beholden to my ancestors' vows. Because right now, you and I and Cersei and everyone else, we're children playing at a game screaming that the rules aren't fair.
You told me you liked this man.
I do.
In the time since he's met me, he's refused to call me queen, he's refused to bow, and now he's calling me a child.
Your Grace, everyone you know will die before winter's over if we don't defeat the enemy to the north.
As far as I can see, you are the enemy to the north.
I'm not your enemy. The dead are the enemy.
The dead. I spent my life in foreign lands. So many men have tried to kill me. I don't remember all their names. I have been sold like a brood mare. I've been shamed and betrayed, raped and defiled. Do you know what kept me standing through all those years in exile? Faith. Not in any gods. Not in myths and legends. In myself. In Daenerys Targaryen. I was born to rule the Seven Kingdoms. And I will.
You'll be rolling over a graveyard if we don't defeat the Night King.
But if destiny has brought Daenerys Targaryen back to our shores, it has also made Jon Snow king in the north. If we don't put aside our enmities and band together, we will die. And then it doesn't matter whose skeleton sits on the Iron Throne.
If it doesn't matter, then...
I was wondering why she was wearing that lip gloss.
He's the cleverest man I know.
Okay, makes sense now.
To learn. You will live to watch your daughter rot. To watch that beautiful face collapse to bone and dust. All the while contemplating the choices you've made. Make sure the guards change the torches every few hours. I don't want her to miss a thing.
Yeah, I knew whatever Cersei had planned was going to be horrible, but...
You look a lot better brooding than I do. Daenerys could have sailed for Westeros long ago, but she didn't. Instead, she stayed where she was and saved many people from horrible fates. She protects people from monsters, just as you do. That's why she came here. So do you have anything reasonable to ask?
Dragonglass?
What do you mean?
Maybe you are a northern fool. I'm asking if there's something I can do to help you.
Dragon glass.
Yes, volcanic glass. Obsidian. Let him mine the dragon glass. If he's wrong, it's worthless. You didn't even know it was here. It's nothing to you. Take a step toward a more productive relationship with a possible ally.
People thought dragons were gone forever, but here they are. Perhaps we should all be examining what we think we know.
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
You've been talking to Tyrion.
Here's my hand.
He enjoys talking.
We all enjoy what we're good at.
I don't.
You know I'm not going to let Cersei stay on the Iron Throne.
I never expected that you would.
And I haven't changed my mind about which kingdoms belong to that throne.
I haven't either.
I will allow you to mine the dragon glass and forge weapons from it. Any resources or men you need, I will provide for you.
Thank you.
It's the start.
So you believe me then about the Night King and the army of the dead?
You'd better get to work, Jon Snow.
Lady Sansa, at the gate.
Is it Bran or is it Arya? Guys, are we up to another Stark reunion?
I wish John were here.
Yes. I need to speak to him. I can never be Lord of Winterfell. I can never be Lord of anything. I'm the Three-Eyed Raven.
I don't think it works like that.
I don't know.
Snow falling.
He's talking about her wedding
Just like now.
to Ramsay?
And you were so beautiful.
It's a bit
And your
weird.
white wedding.
Ooh. Is that Jorah? Did he cure it? He looks cured.
Does it hurt?
The only place for me is back with her. I owe my life. Her. And you.
Right. Your father saved me more than once. It's the least I could do.
Perhaps our paths will cross again.
I hope they do.
Me too. He hasn't touched anyone in so long. Just as something as simple as a handshake. This makes me sad though. God, I can't cry.
Will there be pain?
No, I'll make sure of that.
That's good. I'd hate to die like your son. Clawing at my neck, foam and bile spilling from my mouth.
You gonna tell him?
Shocking scene. Not at all what I intended.
Oh shit.
You see, I'd never seen the poison world before. Tell Cersei. I wanted to know it was me.
Now we are at the post-episode discussion part of the video, so as always, if you don't want to watch this, you're free to leave. I'll see you next week. If you're still here, let's talk. Jon and Dany have finally met. It has happened. We have waited and waited for a very long time, and it has happened. I appreciate that they didn't have them automatically just get along. When last week when she said bend the knee, I was like, he is not gonna do that. You know, and he didn't. So I liked that aspect of it, and I liked that they're both coming at it I liked that they're both coming at it from valid points of view and valid places, you know. Tyrion said, Stark men don't fare well in the South, and Jon said, not a Stark. Yeah, because you're a freaking Targaryen. You're a Stark and a Targaryen, like, come on. But I loved all the little nods to the fact that the audience knows that Jon is a Targaryen, that he is the son of Rhaegar Targaryen and Lyanna Stark. I liked that aspect of it. I wrote down Jon and Dany dream team, because they're gonna be a dream team. I don't know, I liked the Jon and Dany scene, and I liked the way they played off each other in the beginning. She was upset and unimpressed, and he was kind of the same. I liked that, because they're building up this relationship that they'll have eventually, and I think that's cool. Melisandre talking to Varys and saying that she was gonna leave Westeros, but that she would be back because she had to die there, and so did he, was really interesting and cool. And I want to know how she knows that, and who else. Does she know how everything is going to happen? Obviously, she's not 100% right all of the time. As we saw with Stannis, she didn't read the claims right or whatever, but I'm really interested in that part. I guessed during the episode that Arya is going to kill her, and the only reason I guessed that is because when she met Arya in seasons past, she said, this is not the last time we'll see each other, or we'll see each other again, or whatever, you know, the exact quote is. But if she's leaving Westeros and Arya is still in Westeros and she has to come back, when else would she see her? I don't know what her motivation would be for that. Cersei and Euron, I don't even know. They deserve each other, I guess. They're equally horrible people. Cersei's punishment for Ilaria is both poetic and horrible. I loved all of the Jon and Tyrion in this episode, and I appreciated that Tyrion said, what you're asking for is too much, because you're not offering anything, really, and you're asking for a lot. So you have to ask for less. And Jon was like, okay, well, here's what we really need is this frickin' dragon glass. And then I love that Tyrion then went to Dany and said kind of the same thing, like, you're asking a lot and you're not offering anything. So offer something that to you means nothing, but to him means everything. And that could help your negotiations later when you're asking for something, because then you gave something too, you know? There's reciprocity in the process. I also loved, I forgot to mention this in the beginning, Tyrion made a reference to Sansa, when he was like, how is Sansa? Does she miss me terribly or something? And the funny thing is, compared, you know, to the other men in her life that she was engaged to or married to, I high-key think she does. I won't lie. It's horrible, but I a little bit ship them. I like how after Tyrion convinced Dany, she went to Jon, or Jon went to her and they talked, and, you know, she noticed the parallel between the dragons and the Night King. I like, too, that with Dany and Jon, that they acknowledged that their families have history that isn't great, and that neither of them are going to blame the other for the history, but they're also not going to forget it. It's going to get even more complicated whenever they find out that she's his aunt and Rhaegar's his father. But I can't wait for it. The end of this episode was crazy. There was the whole invasion of Casterly Rock, which was really cool, the way they shot that, of Tyrion talking about it as it's happening. I was really worried about Grey Worm, but he's okay for now. When I saw Euron's ships coming, I was like, fuck. But it seems like they just burned all the ships in the harbor, according to Jaime. They're not going to actually go after the people in Casterly Rock, so they're good for now. Elena! R.I.P. badass Elena. That is upsetting. She went out like she lived, and that's as a total badass who got the last word. She got the last word, even in death. I love that. She took the poison and then she's like, BT dubs, killed your son. Don't forget to tell Cersei. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Elena, I love you. Jorah is cured. Hey, that's one prediction I got right. Yay. I just didn't see any way that Grayscale would be badass enough to take away Jorah, and it wasn't, so that's cool. Now he's gonna go to Dragonstone, so that's awesome as well. Can't wait to see him and Dany reunite again. That's gonna be great. I love that Sam didn't get in trouble for it, and I love that Sam and Jorah shook hands. That was such a great moment, because God, it's been, how long has it been? It's been a few seasons, but has it been years? We don't know the time frame, but it's been, I'm going to say, at least a year since Jorah has been able to touch another human being, and even the simplest of ways, like a handshake. So to be able to see him get to do that is so great. Like, I'm so happy. I love Jorah. They probably only cured him so they can kill him in like a horrible way later, but I'm gonna enjoy it for now. Sansa is doing really good as Warden of the North, you know, acting captain of the starship Winterfell. Acting whatever of Winterfell, you know. Okay, now let's talk about something very, very exciting. We got another Stark reunion. Guys, can you believe it? Got another Stark reunion. I can't. Why are they giving us so many things that we want, though? Like, how many horrible things are going to have to happen to make up for these moments of happiness that we are getting right now? It was such a beautiful reunion and moment, and As you saw, I couldn't hold it together. It was my Starks back in Winterfell. I'm getting teary again. It's just amazing. It's so good. The only thing that was kind of strange was the scene at the weirwood tree. Like, Bran's acting a bit weird. You're gonna go back north once all this is over and live in that tree like the Three-Eyed Raven did? Is that what this is hinting at? Because that's a bit strange. All in all, I think this was a really good episode. It was really strong. It started off really calm. You know, just people talking to each other, sort of fighting, getting taken prisoner a bit. But then it really picked up towards the end. There was lots of battles, death, reunions. I'm really excited to see the progress of Jon and Dany in the next episode. What's going to go on. Dany noticed that Davos said knife through the heart, which would kill someone. Duh. And Tyrion said, you know, things are dull in the north. Allow them their dramatics, which was funny. But I hope that Jon is honest with them and tells them, yeah, I died, and I came back. I don't know how they would react to it, but it would be interesting to see. I don't know that I have any predictions for what's coming. Obviously, Arya has to arrive at Winterfell at some point. Is there going to be a showdown between her and Littlefinger? We don't know. Is she going to go in there as Arya Stark, or is she going to spy first to just make sure, you know, scope everything out, make sure it's all kosher? These aren't predictions, but I look forward to more Jon and Dany. I look forward to Jorah getting to Dragonstone and reuniting with Dany. I look forward to more Tyrion and Jon. I look forward to hopefully more Stark reunions in the coming episodes. I don't really know that I have anything else to say. If you guys have really cool predictions or ideas or thoughts, always leave them down below. I read them. I respond to you guys. I might have forgotten something, but I don't remember right now. So, that's it. Yeah. Until next time, guys. Bye.